Josh, it's game day. It's game day for you. Welcome to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so let's start by going there. First of two subjects.
Yeah, on the Super Bowl.
On the Super Bowl.
On the Super Bowl.
President Biden's approach, foreign policy approach, did not prevent Putin from invading. What makes you so sure that his approach here is going to prevent China from invading Taiwan?
Putin is now a pariah on the world stage.
So is President Biden's goal here then to make Xi a pariah on the world stage?
No, I'm just speaking to Russia. What I'm saying about China is that there's no reason for Beijing to have escalated the way that they have. The speaker had every right to take that trip, and so that is something that they need to speak to.
And President Biden just told us that he was hopeful and working on it.
The comment on Brittany Griner, sir?
I'm hopeful. We're working hard.
Can you give us a sense of where things stand and have those private discussions begun?
So we said this, they need to be home, they should be home. They are being wrongfully detained. That is something you've heard us say.
Jeff just mentioned this, but the president was asked about Brittany Griner, and he said, I'm hopeful. What is it that is making him feel hopeful right now?
I mean, he's the president. He has to feel hopeful, right? This is something that is important to him. I don't think if he had said something else, it would not have. That's you want to make sure that and you have there's no other place but to be hopeful and to do the work that we need to do to get this done.
But as far as you know, it wasn't a reference to necessarily some specific development or developments that is now making.
No, I wouldn't read into it. I think, as president, he's doing what presidents do, giving hope. Their families are watching. Their families are listening to everything that we're saying. It's important to give them hope.
Question, you guys have made it clear that the speaker had the right to travel to Taiwan, and that was her prerogative. But there's a difference between her ability to do that and whether the White House agrees with that decision. They're two totally different things. And I understand the reason the president did not explicitly say to her, do not go, is because he respects that line and that independence of that governing body and her leadership. At the same time, we have seen an escalation of tensions between the U.S. and China directly as a result of Speaker Pelosi's visit. So I'm wondering why the White House is hesitant to publicly criticize the decision to travel, given that privately White House officials raised concerns before she traveled and continue to raise concerns about that decision.
Because it's her right to travel. And there's a precedent for this.
But whether or not it was her right, which you've established, the result of that right has created problems for the White House and the administration.
Again, my answer is not going to change. It was her right to travel.
Given China's actions on climate and the military dialogue with the U.S., does the White House think Speaker Pelosi bears any blame for the rupture? And do you worry that the relationship with China could devolve further?
So, and you've heard us say this before, the speaker had every right. It is her right to have gone to Taiwan. And we encourage Beijing to keep this commitment as well when it comes to the dialogue, the climate dialogue that was canceled. We are not going to, give any more than that on the speaker's travel. Kayla, this is a unique situation with unique circumstances.
Well, but is your point about that he's testing we know he's the president.
Yep.
Many of us test every day as well in order to be here. He is positive. What is the point of that?
Because you were asking me.
Our
I'll
concern
answer.
is, will he travel, and will the pool go with him? And we would like to have the full pool represented if the president's going to do events here on the White House.
I was explaining what has been happening the last couple of days, right? And so that is also important. Now, as it relates to his travel on Monday, he will only travel if he tests negative. But I also wanted to address, what I was addressing is the last couple of weeks, it sounds like there's been, some questions about that.
The other option that we have used is to have a virtual event where the full pool would be able to participate and be able to cover the president, ask questions. He's taken questions, I think, from Peter and others.
And he took a question today from someone. Yeah.
But it's only a limited pool. So we are just, again, on behalf of all of my colleagues, asking
completely understand. And I would also say from here is that we have been transparent with all of you about